Hello, I am amateur scientist and author Paul Douglas Fraley. After much deliberation on this matter on Mars, I have figured out a way to stop the outgassing of the atmosphere of Mars into outer space. Very expensive, perhaps a $2 trillion project, but it can be done by erecting towers along the equator of Mars and at the poles. There's no need to bomb Mars. Mr. Musk, what we need to do is build towers approximately half a kilometer high around the circumference of the equator of Mars, perhaps about 200 towers around the equator of Mars, and a tower at each pole of Mars, the south and north poles, half a kilometer tall, with a radio broadcaster system to broadcast radio waves to create a radio bubble around Mars with both a low and a high frequency oscillation signal, powered by nuclear generators. This is the only answer to preserve the atmosphere of Mars and to build it back up with nitrogen and oxygen. The oxygen and water that Mars needs must come from Earth. There's no other way to do it. However, Mars needs more nitrogen than it does water or oxygen. And that cannot come from Earth. It can only come from Neptune's moon, Triton, and Pluto, the dwarf planet, where there is frozen oceans of nitrogen, valuable resource that must be mined and brought back to Mars. Obviously, this means this must require a technological infrastructure capable of doing these things. Already in the works, in my mind, my proposals I am typing out for a star freighter that possesses its own artificial microgravity strong enough to prevent the deterioration of bones and to help prevent glaucoma. There is an artificial gravity augmentation system to accompany it in the form of electromagnets under the floor or nadir to pull on the iron in your red blood cells, to pull the blood down from your face back down to your midsection and your feet. This is the only logical alternative to having a centrifugal toroid creating artificial gravity by rotating a vehicle to simulate the force of gravity. This is actually superior to that old notion. If you have a body that is approximately 1 kilometer in length, let's see, 2 kilometers in length. Yeah, I got that right. 2 kilometers in length and just under 1 kilometer in width and half a kilometer in depth. You have a artificial technological structure, a body that generates its own artificial gravity field, similar to that of an asteroid, especially if strategically built so that there are atmospheric tanks spread throughout on a plane and on the interior of the spacecraft. Also, possibly there is a new innovative technological approach to using the Hutchison effect and electromagnetic tanks for pressurized gases to further condense an atmosphere to make it more massive, spread out over an area on the interior of the space vehicle. It would be called a variable mass artificial gravity generator, which I cannot go into depth here because I must finish designing it and then patent the process. This is the only logical way to keep the ship in the Martian Lagrange point or in orbit around Jupiter, and as a function as a mothership to send out starships designed by Elon Musk in order to mine nitrogen from Neptune's moon Triton and the dwarf planet Pluto, and bring it back to Mars and release it into its new atmospheric region, which is protected by a radio bubble. That is all I can say on this matter at the current time. I am still working out the details. So therefore, know that even though it would cost trillions of dollars, it is very much worth it to achieve mankind's dream of existing off the planet Earth in his own star system. The first steps out of mankind's cradle, which is Earth, to go out and be among the stars. And there's also a method of taking advantage of natural phenomena that has been observed by telescopes everywhere on Earth. Noticing the faster than light trek of galaxies across the cosmos, which has recently slowed down or ceased because it is much like the ebb and tide of water on Earth that move about in the form of electrogravitic waves in the cosmos. Once they begin moving, and they move faster than the speed of light. Using the proper technologies of electromagnetism and nuclear rockets, it is possible to hitch a ride on these waves in the cosmos to travel faster than light, to travel to star systems as far away as KOI 456.04, 3,000 light years away in the constellation of the Harp, Lyra. It is possible to reach that destination within a period of 10 years. The proper power packs and technological apparatus in a star freighter, which I just got through describing to you just now. We are on the cusp of a new age of technology. I am merely one of many who are designing innovative technological creations for this new age of astronaut exploration, to boldly go where no one has gone before.